John Cena, Zac Efron, this is the buddy movie the world needs right now. However, I never thought I would see a rabbi in a K-hole on the big screen. Was this as fun to film as it was to watch?
It absolutely was. Thank the good folks of Australia for giving us a backdrop. That's where we shot the movie, and we had a bunch of fun down there, and you are absolutely right. It was a blast to shoot.
You spent a lot of time exploring Melbourne. The headlines told me that John spent a lot of time in museums, and Zac, you really had a good time in the bar scene.
Now, don't get it twisted. I was only followed during the day. As soon as it turned afternoon, I would go to the bars. So yes, I would have some nice coffee in the street.
We were filming in a bar. I know you should come across the wrong way. We had scenes in a bar.
I skipped so many days of work. I would just go get coffee, go to museums, and then go to the bar. But I was so boring during the afternoon, the photographer stopped following me. That was my ploy. I would just get them to drop the trail and then go to the bars and have some fun.
What did you love about your time here?
I've just loved, ever since I was a kid, I've just loved going out there. It's always been a place where I can sort of feel safe and have fun. And I love exploring new places. Australia was one of the first places I went overseas to get to experience a real different culture, and I just immediately gravitated towards it. It's got a very special place in my heart, and I can't wait to come back.
And for me, for the longest, it's been the WWE audiences. The crowds have been incredible. So this is the first time I actually got like a good long-term stay. And man, I love Melbourne. It's got such an old world feel to it. You walk around the streets and it literally looks like a beautiful old world European city. And you can just sit down and grab a cup of coffee. Like I can still picture myself there. And that means you left a lasting impression. So thank you very much.
While you were here, you also filmed at Monash Children's Hospital. That must have been a really special day.
That's one thing that we're grateful for as actors when we get to show up, and that's decisions kind of like made for us. It's just fun to be there.
Get to be a part of something special and do some good for people and put a smile on their face for the day. It was a pivotal point in the movie, and it actually makes the movie, and it was really good to be a part of it.
Ricky Stanicky, it's the ultimate alibi, but what's the real life excuse you go to get out of something you don't really want to do?
Too busy, I don't have the time. So that's a universal, I got work. I think that's a universal excuse that a lot of folks use.
One of my best friends, I don't know what his job is.
Always working. I got work.
Always working.
I got work, man. I'd love to. I gotta be working.
Zac, you just played a wrestler in Iron Claw. Did that give you a deeper insight into wrestling and also into John? I mean, you were jacked in that movie.
Yeah,
he's jacked. Don't let the shirt fool you. He is just jacked. You know, this is an inflatable suit. There's an air compressor, like a Christmas ornament below me, inflating this suit because he's so jacked. He's still got it. He's still got it.
Luckily, we got a lot of time to do push-ups and pull-ups and stuff before every take. But yes, I walked away from that movie with a newfound respect for wrestling. Like, I've watched John wrestle back in the day, but I think that there was still that perception, and still there's this wide perception that wrestling's fake, and the term doesn't even really make sense, because it's not only is it not fake, it's more real than you could ever really imagine. And there's a tremendous amount of crowd work and character work that goes into being a face in pro wrestling. You were fantastic at it, man. That is a...
So were you. He was great in Iron Claw, wasn't he?
Oh, amazing.
Thanks, man. Stop talking about me.
You're both practically Aussies now. Surely you've been working on it, John. Give us your best Aussie accent.
Surely you've been working on it, John. Give us your best Aussie accent.
Oh, I'm offended. Is that all you got?
I know the word no is like no and everything. Brekkie. We're going for the brekkie. And a recreational scout is a recce. We're going to have a brekkie at the recce. No.
There's two syllables to no and like three to yeah.
So I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, thanks for chatting. And I know you've got to go now because you've got that thing you've got to get to, that work thing.
We got to work. We got to work. We got that work thing.
Yeah.
Universal. Works every time.
Sorry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. The sweetest.
Bye. That's Ricky Stanicky. It's available to stream on Prime Video from the 7th of March.